So if you had to weigh, says their head, it would be about the same, if not more, than those leopard cubs. Oh, it's on top of the other one. Station, just to update, the Ngala's still at Apanzi, same place. I'm on channel 3, which the guys respond from the west, so if someone wants to call channel 3. Trying to find some deeper shade still.
You're not happy about it. It's like there's a below.
Well, the rest of them are. They might be inside that clump of bush as well. We saw the other day, a couple of these young ones especially, they like to be in thick cover.
How did anyone spot them?
No, they got them earlier when they were moving.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me, yeah, no, Jim Reeves actually got them on the way to the gate with some staff.
Okay.
And the vehicles followed them all the way through to here. On top of the cement mound there, you can quite easily see where the term flat cat comes from. Often on the radio, their guides, when they speak to other guides, and they'll say, well, the lions are moving north, or the lions are drinking water, or the lions are playing in the road or feeding on the cocks, whatever. But quite often, like statistically speaking, about 18 to 20 hours out of every 24, lions are flat cat. It's the sort of radio slang term for when lions are like this, lying around and sleeping.
I'm liking lions more and more. They sleep a lot, when they eat, they feast.
Yeah.
And there's lots of loving.
Yeah.
Good combination.
I like the last part there. Well, I like the feasting part as well. When they do eat, they eat a lot. And that sort of 20 hours a day that they sleep, like Leishan says, a lot of it is actually this kind of, to me, is loving. But just spending time together. There's a great closeness. Even if they're resting and sleeping, they don't fall over and fall asleep for 20 hours. There's a bit of moving and grooming and playing around, and but basically just sort of chilling. And doing what, if you picture yourself going to an island resort, you're not doing much, but you're relaxing hard, and it's what lions do most of the time. They sleep a lot of it, but there's a bit of movement, and like we saw just now, grooming, and this one might walk there, and that one might flop down on the other one, and there's a great sense of tolerance and sort of a sense of being together or belonging together in the pride as well.
Got a question. If they were to have a hunt now, would the dominant female lead them, or how does that get structured?
Yeah, over time I've seen various documentaries and spoken to a lot of different people about lions, and some might tell you that there's like a fixed thing. Lions, I remember some of the earlier books even said lionesses will go downwind from whatever they're hunting, and then the males will roar upwind, so the animals get a fright and run away, and they catch them. Animals don't really run away from the roar of lions. They listen to it maybe at most. And then there's different techniques where one spreads out and this lioness goes on that side, and they use the same sort of bullhorn techniques that Shaka Zulu used in his war, and there's a lot of different things like that. All of them are sometimes not true. A lot of the time they might be true to specific cases or specific lions or specific prides. But typically you'll have a lioness that has the most experience, and that sort of tends to take the lead to some extent or another. You will find that sometimes they flank, sometimes there's a variety of circumstantial maneuvers or approaches they'll use. But then once the hunt is on, and especially once they get close enough, it's quite often sort of more like organized chaos. So they'll run in, one lioness might go for a prey species, that might run off to the side, another lioness is in that area and grabs it, and very opportunistic. So they'll try and create a situation, first of all, where the prey are disorientated and unorganized, and then in that they will try and be opportunistic. So yes, there are certain cats that will take a lead. I mean, quite often the oldest female with the most experience. But you might also find, like, it's little in Duna and Misho, there's character differences where you'll find a lioness that just is naturally much more of a hunter than another lioness in the pride, and she'll often take the lead. But yes, there is structure, but it's not something that's universal to all prides. I mean, obviously there's a lot of different dynamics depending on how many females and males and youngsters and so on. But if you followed this pride, if we had a large enough area to say, look, okay, the next month we're going to follow the Styx Pride all the time, then we would quickly start seeing the emergence of which lionesses tend to take the lead when they're walking in some direction, which lionesses tend to be more dominant or prominent in the hunt, and so on. Well, I think, considering the fact that they are doing this, we should maybe go just take a little break ourselves, and then just see where the morning's at. There are quite a few vehicles going to Karula, so I'm not sure if we'll get back there, but maybe we can get back in there a bit later, or alternatively we're not going to take our break too far from here. We'll go somewhere not too distant, and then we'll come back to these lions again afterwards. But maybe in that time they decide to move if the sun gets higher up or something like that. But for the moment, let's just move away a little bit. Well, there's half a head raise that the car starts, and the rest is not even flicking an ear. Lazy days. Oh yeah, there's more lions in that bush. That's where the rest of them are. Let sleeping lions lie. Lol.